Hey, hi, hello again everybody, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites every single time. Folks, it's always tremendous to be back out here with you. Today we are taking a look at Neon Spellstorm. This is a new demo that just recently hit my radar screen, and it looked neat. Wanted to come in and try it out. This is an action roguelite where we are playing with a wizard, and if you take a look behind us, well, the world is slowly melting away, and so we've got to keep going. We've got to keep moving on, and that is the plan. So we've got a couple of abilities that are on a cooldown, including the ability to get health back. If you look at that, well, there's this bottle of Ludens over here. You know, the cherry kind. That's the only kind that I know of. So we're going to go ahead and activate that. We've got a few abilities as well. We have, well, we've got a little bit of a hammer we can toss out there. We have a melee. Well, it feels like a melee. It's a little bit of a closer up attack. And then we've got a flurry of arrows that we can pop off out there. So we're going to go through stages, get a little bit stronger. We're going to ding the bell. And then that is going to, I believe, allow us to traverse to the next area once we finish cleaning things up out here. And we'll see what we can see and get as far along as we can. Now, those items that I'm picking up along the way, we're going to have an opportunity to equip those at the end of the stage, which that is going to take us to the end. All right, gems, stars, and orbs are meta currencies that persist between runs. Collect them to spend at the Neon Core for permanent unlocks and upgrades. Well, that's good. We like that meta progression out here, don't we? Love a good roguelite. Okay, so let's go to the next zone, and I believe we're picking a pathway here, but I don't see anything along the way that would make me want to go one way versus the other. It is going to tell us here what the different rewards are. So I have 0 of the orbs of power, so we're going to go ahead and hit the orb of power zone. Now, here's where things are going to get maybe awesome. Frozen Mace, then to Aftershock, Torch Echoing. Aftershock, after Frozen Mace casts, 50% chance to chain cast Torch after 0.5 seconds. Echoing, plus 25% chance to recast, and this is level 3. So I'm going to go with that. Rain of Lightning, Turret, Frozen Mace Augment. Every 8.75 seconds that a Rain of Lightning object is active, chain cast Frozen Mace. Each mace creates 1 extra maces that is or are half as big and aimed somewhat randomly. Okay. All right, I like this, the sound of that. Chained Rain of Lightning Augment. Augment, each arrow has 50% chance to create an extra arrow that is delayed by a half a second. That sounds nice. Well, let's look at the level first. So I think we're probably going to go level 3 here. After Rain of Lightning casts, chain cast Frozen Mace. Oh, cool. Okay. Rain of Lightning. Let's see. Okay, so this is, well, this is our level 3. Hard not to go with the level 3, right? And then apparently we've got sigils down here as well. This is the starting sigil. Rain of Lightning, Amplify++. Direct cast, Rain of Lightning gains 2 levels and has 200% cooler down. Okay, so these are... I think both of these sit here and apparently provide these passives to us. So let's keep going here. All right. I think our casts are going to be a little bit castier now. Oh, yeah. All right. So I just put a post up to thank all of you and recognize our milestone of 10,000 subscribers. What a time, seriously. And I mentioned that my wife and I just took a trip to sit out by the lake and drink coffee and just kind of relax. We had a great time out there. And I do feel energized, ready to dive all the way back in. Look at that. The Cherry Ludens is on a cooldown, so we can grab health pretty often, it looks like. Actually, now that I look at that, looks like we do not have an infinite supply. So let me keep that in mind. And I like the stop sign and green light symbols showing when our abilities are active. Getting up to plus 50% damage based on how slowly the wizard is moving. Direct casting a spell slows down the wizard by 50% for 0.25 seconds. There is a 25% chance that terrain features are immediately regenerated after being destroyed. Does not apply to minor destructibles. That hasn't been much of a problem for us. All delayed spells have plus 25% movement speed and plus 25% damage. Interesting. All delayed spells. Yeah, let's give that a go. Perfect. All right, let's go visit this thing real quick. Oh, you know what? Left something over here. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so in between hanging out, we did hit up a restaurant, and this particular one was a pizza place. Oh, we're gonna be able to look at new hats here. Now, I have a tough time looking at level 2 hats when we have a level 3 hat. These we could take a look at. After Frozen Maze cast, Chain cast Rain of Lightning after 0.5 seconds. Quick plus 10% movement speed and plus 20% damage. I like that. Let's pop that in there. That's a 1. This is a 2. Ooh, here we go. Here's a 5. Multicast plus. After Rain of Lightning cast, 75% chance to chain cast Torch nearby with minus 30% damage. A cast chain can only contain each spell once. All right, I'm good with that. Let's keep going, shall we? So thankfully, they had some interesting options topping-wise. We did go with a more traditional margarita pizza as one of the choices. But thankfully, we also got another pizza. Because of course we did, right? You gotta try them. When in Rome, right? So, they had a zucchini pizza. And that was covered in a delicious pesto, mozzarella cheese, you know, the fresh, the really fresh stuff, the good stuff. Very gooey, right? And then slices of zucchini. And I'm telling you, it was very unique, and it was delicious. So I was very happy with that choice. They set us right on the lake as well. You know, so the view is fantastic. You're eating delicious pizza. It was outstanding. Did I eat way too much? Absolutely. I did. And I had a piece for you. It was delicious. I have to tell you. All right, what is going on here? Ooh, that was cast automatically. That's awesome. All right. So let's go over here. Let's pick another zone. It looks like there's not much to pick. We're going here. And let's see. We got a couple of level 2ers. We've got a level 4 and some level 3s. Let's see. Direct, Torch, Echoing. Plus 50% chance to recast. Each recast is delayed by 1 second, so that would take away from Quick. You know, do we want to recast? I think we do, actually. Ooh, from a level 1 to a level 5. Renew. When a Rain of Lightning object expires, 10% chance to chain cast Torch. All right, I'm on board with that. And then we've got a couple level 1s and level 2s here. I think we're going to just stick with what we have in that spot. Okay. If a pickup item falls off the path, it has a 95% chance to be preserved and appear at the front of the path. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. So there we go. Yeah, so we did pizza one of the nights, and then we ended up going to one of their local breweries, which was... It was fantastic. It was beautiful inside there. It was also great to get out of the heat for a little bit, because that was definitely a thing that was happening as well. It's hot out, folks. But, you know, being at the lake, I mean, that was a good spot for that, turns out. So we hit this brewery, and one of the things I like to do when I'm in a new area is ask the locals, you know, where to eat. Right? Because, I mean, you get the pamphlets at the hotel, and, you know, hey, these are the good spots. I like to ask the locals where to eat, and so the bartender was really, really cool. Asked him, hey, you know, I've got a hankering for ribs. What do you think? Like, there was a barbecue place that was local, and I said, you know, what do you think of that place? He said, no. If you want ribs, you got to go to this place, right? Let's make a choice here. Let's take a sip, too. Cheers to all of you. Hope you've got something good in your cup. If you're having a good time out there, do me a favor, hit that like button. It'll help more people see this video and learn about the game. Recover 12% health after 10 seconds. All casts become delayed. Well, I kind of like that. That doesn't sound too bad. Recover 32% health. Take 2% damage every... No, we don't want to take any damage. Recover 10% health, gain 10% movement speed. I like this one. Let's do that. All right. Let's keep going here. So, we pull up to this place, and I'm going to tell you something. This was a Monday. They were packed. We had a tough time finding a parking spot, and, you know, I could tell this is probably going to be great. I can also tell we need some health. Wow. All right, you know what? Let's pop this off and totally mess with it. That was my plan. That was my plan. Man, this guy is not letting up. All right, once you stop, we're going Rain of Arrows. All right. Perfect. Here we go. All right, let's choose this. So on a Monday, we had a tough time finding a spot. Press Q to toggle auto cast. It will cast your spells as soon as they come off of cooldown. Why don't we try that? Oh, wow. Cheesy, crazy. Okay, maybe we want to keep that on, actually. They're doing a pretty good job of it. Yeah, we're gonna go with that, I think. So anyway, we walk in there, said, yeah, you know, we'd like to get a table. And hour wait. 1 hour. Now they got the smoker pointed in such a way where when you're walking up to this place, the fumes are fuming right in the right direction. I mean, they're building some hype. Okay. And I was super into the smells. Let me tell you. So we go in once we're called, And we ended up getting bruschetta, actually, as an appetizer. And that was quite delicious, too. Let's dash on out of there and get some room. Had a side salad. That was great. And then the ribs came out. And I'm telling you, the sauce, tangy with just a little bit of a bite. Not a lot of heat, just on the tongue, on the front of the tongue, you know? Delicious. Type of ribs where you can just grab the bone and it's coming right apart. So it was an outstanding meal. I ate way too much because of course I did, right? What else would you have me do? Oh, let's see what we got here. Turret. Every 7.88 seconds that a rain of lightning object is active, chain cast torch. That sounds good. It's a level 5. Oh, you know what? We can scrap these. Look at that. All right, well, we're going to scrap the ones we're not using. Let's see. So here's a level 6. Behemoth. Plus 50% size and plus 100% damage. I'm into it. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and scrap these guys. Perfect. I do like this, but I don't want to trade it out for our level 5. Okay. So we got a level 4 over here now. Behemoth, even more size, plus 60% damage. That sounds great. Compared to this, yeah, that looks like a good trade for us. Let's go ahead and do that. This is a level 4. Extra arrow. Huh. All right, we're going to do that. I know it's down a level, but I think that's going to be okay for us. All right. Yep. The size thing looks great. And we need health. So let's pop one of those off. Got back to the hotel. And we had a balcony view so that we could see the lake. My wife did a great job setting this place up, I gotta say. And storm came in, which I think is you know, par for the course, right? It's hot all day, and then of course it cools off suddenly, and clouds shift, right? Wind picks up. Look at me acting like I'm a meteorology expert out here. I'm definitely not. Definitely not. But I like discussing the science of it, right? We gotta get over to here. Oh man, we're not getting anywhere because we just got to 0 health. Yeah, folks, this was fun, right? This is a game called Neon Spellstorm, and this is out in demo form. It sounds like this is going to release on August 11th, so this is coming up. It's right around the corner. Take a look at that post. We are doing a giveaway, and as always, these are all powered by you using channel funds that you help generate. So my thanks to all of you. We're going to do some copies of Night Rain. We're going to do some copies of Hades. Take a look at that post. Leave a comment. That's how you get in. I'm going to pick some folks. I think I said on the 6th, if I'm remembering right. I just did this 20 minutes ago. Listen to me. If I remember right. Come on, goat. Come on. Be better. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's do this again sometime soon. We'll get together and play a roguelike or a roguelite because, well, that's what we do every time out here because they're the best. But you're also the best. I really appreciate all the support, folks. Do me a favor and have a great rest of your day. We'll see you again real soon. Goodbye.